Tick. That was the sound of Elias losing everything. Every morning at exactly 8:12 a.m., he unlocked the door to his watchmaking shop and stepped into a room filled with time and no customers. The air smelled like oil and cedarwood. Brass gears shimmered under soft yellow lights. 100 mechanical watches ticked in perfect harmony. Tick, tick, tick. It should have sounded alive. Instead, it sounded like a countdown. Through the window, he watched people rush past. Every single one of them performed the same ritual. Glance at the wrist, pause, pull out the phone. The watch had become jewelry. The phone had become time. Inside the shop, craftsmanship. Outside, satellites. He had 12 days of rent left. 12 days before the landlord replaced him with a bubble tea chain or a minimalist coffee bar where nobody measured time. They just scrolled through it. Elias tried everything. Free battery replacement. 2-for-1 polishing. Vintage restoration. 50% off. He photographed intricate gears under warm lighting and posted captions about legacy and precision. 5 likes. 2 were bots. In a world obsessed with speed, a mechanical watch felt slow. In a world obsessed with upgrades, it felt outdated. And in a world obsessed with accuracy, it felt flawed. On the 11th night, Elias started packing. He wrapped his father's loop in cloth. He closed the wooden box that held tools older than he was. The ticking felt louder now, almost cruel. He stepped outside for air. That's when he saw the old man in the park. The man sat on a bench under a dim streetlight, shaking a gold pocket watch. Please, please. Not angry, not frustrated, desperate. Elias approached. It stopped, the old man whispered. He held the watch against his ear. Silence. This was my father's, he said. The last thing he touched before he passed. His hands trembled. I can't let it die too. And in that moment, Elias realized something that changed everything. The man wasn't upset because he didn't know the time. He was upset because he lost the sound. The small, steady heartbeat that once connected him to someone who no longer existed. It wasn't about time. It was about memory. The next morning, Elias tore every discount sign off his window. No more percentages, no more desperate promotions. He replaced them with a single wooden board. One sentence. When this stops, which voice will you stop hearing? People slowed down. They didn't understand why, but something in that question reached into them. A young man in a tech jacket stopped mid-step. He stared at the sign, then at the vintage watch on his wrist. It had been dead for 3 years. My grandfather's, he said quietly. I never fixed it. I was afraid that if it broke again, it would feel like losing him twice. Elias didn't talk about gears. He didn't mention springs or lubrication. He said, I don't fix watches. The young man looked confused. I protect what they mean. That was the day Elias stopped selling repairs and started selling reassurance. He created something simple, $10 a year. He called it the eternal heartbeat. Twice a year, he personally inspected the watch. If it ever stopped, he guaranteed restoration within 24 hours. But that wasn't the real value. He recorded the unique mechanical rhythm of every heirloom watch, its tiny imperfections, its subtle pauses, and stored it in a private digital archive for the family. Even if the metal failed one day, the heartbeat would live on. The young man paid instantly, not because it was cheap, but because it felt priceless. Word spread, not through advertisements, through conversations. My dad's watch is ticking again. My mother cried when she heard it. My brother asked if he could record it too. Elias changed his language. He was no longer a watch repairman. He was an archivist of presence. He partnered with the heritage tailor next door. People who value legacy value presentation, he said. Clients who restored their heirloom watches received a voucher for custom suits. The tailor paid Elias commission. Legacy fed into identity. Identity fed into pride. Pride fed back into legacy. 4 months later, the shop sounded different. Not desperate. Purposeful. Elias built a database of emotional dates. Anniversaries of loss. Birthdays of those who had passed. Inheritance days. He would call customers gently. Tomorrow would have been his birthday. Would you like to hear it ticking? Many said yes. Some cried. Restoration orders no longer came from breakdowns. They came from remembrance. He hired 2 apprentices to handle the delicate labor. Elias spent his time studying something far more complex than machinery. Human fear. Fear of forgetting. Fear of disconnection. Fear that memories fade faster than metal corrodes. He realized something most businesses never understand.
People don't buy products. They buy protection from loss. Ordinary sellers compete on price. Experts compete on results. Masters compete on meaning. Elias didn't save his shop because he became better at fixing watches. He saved it because he understood what the ticking truly represented. Not seconds, not minutes, but presence. The ghost in the gears wasn't mechanical. It was emotional. And once he learned to speak to it, he never had to discount again. So if your business feels like it's dying, if the world seems to have moved on, ask yourself one question. Are you selling the object, or are you selling relief from the fear behind it? Because somewhere inside your product, there is a heartbeat. And if you learn how to preserve it, time will start working for you again.